Fear of birth, fear of death, a common human condition. People often believe you only live once. Once to be born, once to pass an exam, once to marry, and most terrifying of all, once to die. And when death comes, it's the end, or so they think. Through the eyes of the enlightened, death is not the end. Human beings are born already carrying the fear of loss, separation, and endings. The greatest fear is that of death, because we think it is the final point. Believing we only live once, people strive to hold on, to chase, to gather, to build, only to find that the more they cling, the more they worry. The more they possess, the more they fear loss. The more they live, the more they dread dying. But from the perspective of the enlightened, birth and death are merely phenomena in the flow of dependent origination. Nothing is ever truly lost. Nothing ever completely ends. All things arise conditionally from the unchanging true essence. All forms are but temporary configurations of causes and conditions. When conditions dissolve, forms transform, but the essence never disappears. Birth and death, an endless stream with no final shore. In Buddhism, life does not begin with birth, and death is not its conclusion. Birth is the arising of a phenomenon. Death is the transformation of that phenomenon into another form. What we call a single lifetime is just a fleeting moment in the ceaseless current of consciousness. As the ancients said, death then birth, birth and death drift gently. It is not a violent torrent nor a still stream, but a flow that is both gentle and impossible to grasp. There is no starting point, no final destination. It simply flows, ever-changing within the unchanging, constant in motion, motion within the constant. This is the deep insight of those who have attained the path. Though all things change, there is something unchanging underlying them all. Not a static entity, but the formless, birthless, deathless essence that underlies all impermanent appearances. Like wind through the fields, grass bends, clouds drift, all changes, but the sky remains. Like waves on the ocean, endless variations in shape, but the nature of water never changes. The enlightened do not cling to birth, nor fear death, because they no longer stop at appearances. They see emptiness and true nature shining through each moment. Even Buddhas walk within birth and death, yet are not bound by them. Not only ordinary beings cycle through birth and death, even Buddhas and Bodhisattvas traverse these realms, but with a mind that is unborn, unattached. The historical Buddha, Shakyamuni, across countless lifetimes, was born and reborn in countless forms, not driven by karma, but moved by the vow to awaken all beings. Buddhas across the 10 directions, and 3 times though fully awakened, still appear within samsara, to guide, to teach, to uplift the lost and weary. They all realize and embody the same truth, never caught in the wheel of birth and death, yet never separate from those still turning within it. Birth and death cannot be measured by lifetimes. We tend to count lives, this life, past lives, future lives, as if the journey could be numbered. But with transcendent wisdom, lifetimes are beyond counting, beyond measure. Like raindrops merging into the ocean, you cannot say which drop came first. Life is not from somewhere, nor going somewhere. It is the ceaseless current of karma and intention, flowing endlessly within the vastness of dependent arising. When this is seen, death no longer terrifies. It becomes a doorway to transformation. Life no longer something to grasp, but a precious opportunity to practice mindfulness. Shift the perspective. Live serenely amidst impermanence. As long as we cling to life as joy and death as sorrow, our hearts remain tangled and our minds uneasy. But when our view changes, From form to essence, from limitation to boundlessness, we begin to live as one who knows the body is not truly self, this life not truly final, and all experiences are dharma in disguise. The practitioner does not flee from death, nor try to hoard life. They breathe mindfully, each breath a word of gratitude, each step a homecoming. They see birth and death flow on, without rushing, without fear, without grasping, without clinging. Conclusion: death is not a period, but a pause in an eternal symphony. Let us no longer see birth and death as opposing poles. Let us no longer think life is only once. Let us no longer dread the ending, for truly, nothing ever truly ends. Birth and death, how could they ever be counted? A serene heart amid the dance of arising and fading, seeing in death a serene smile, seeing in life a gentle step, and in every breath the light of liberation. This is the path of the awakened. It is also the gentle path awaiting all who know how to return, to see deeply and smile, even before life and beyond death. Freedom within birth and death, the eternal music of no beginning and no end. The one who attains wisdom does not seek to escape samsara, but to be free within it. Freedom does not come from breaking the cycle, but from a mind unbound by it. They are no longer shaken by life or death, because they see birth and death are but notes in the infinite melody of the cosmos. Low notes, high notes, pauses and crescendos. Death is merely a rest, a silence so the music may continue from a deeper place. The awakened do not grieve at death. They smile like artists completing a perfect movement. They know there is no final measure, for this symphony never had a beginning. They live each day not for fame, nor out of fear, but from a place of profound gratitude for being. Though this body may dissolve, though music may pause, the song remains, like silent awareness that never departs. Thus, they live every moment without hesitation, love without attachment, give without expectation, let go without regret. They do not wait until dying to be at peace, for peace is now, in each breath still singing with the music of earth and sky.